TNA fans who showed up for the November 11th house show in Connecticut were turned away and told that the show was cancelled.
That's crazy.
TNA released an official statement on their website late Saturday night regarding the cancellation of the TNA UWF house show in Connecticut scheduled for Saturday night. That's the Hermley Sadler company. The original venue in East Hartford, Connecticut holds fewer than 1,000 people. It's a roller hockey rink used for minor roller hockey and dodgeball. You have venues for minor roller hockey and dodgeball? America's crazy. In Cork, where I come from, we don't even have like a 5,000 seat venue. But you're like, oh yeah, our roller hockey venue and our dodgeball venue, of course, and our 70,000 seat college football venue. It all makes perfect sense. Late Friday night, TNA announced a change in venue on its website. The official reason was due to overwhelming demand for tickets. They had to move to a larger venue. TNA moved the event a few miles down the road to a tennis facility in Bloomfield, Connecticut. Prior to the event, police and local officials appeared at the venue, a second venue, to inform the promoters that the show had to be cancelled. TNA says police and local officials arrived without prior notification and informed TNA representatives of the decision to not allow the show to take place. TNA also says they were puzzled by some of the reasons given by local officials for cancelling the show. Cameras were on hand to film the incident, which TNA is promising to have video of on their website to explain the situation. The show was a co-production of Hermie Sadler's UWF promotion and TNA. The UWF website has a crawler message on the website stating, "Due to circumstances beyond our control, Bloomfield's show has been cancelled. Please check the site for more information and refunds." Sadler said he received a phone call on Thursday that was a potential problem with the Face-Off Arena in East Danbury. He said the venue was approved months in advance for 1,018 seats, but the building inspector suddenly said the building could only seat 398. The decision was then made to move the event to Bloomfield Tennis Academy in Bloomfield. Sadler said that on Saturday he was informed a few hours before the scheduled start time that the police were not going to allow the show due to several reasons. He said the police were tipped off to come to the building by an anonymous call. Sadler said they considered moving the show 70 miles away to Danbury, but there would be too many headaches moving an entire wrestling operation that distance and on short notice. He then decided to call off the show Saturday afternoon after talking to the local police. "I honestly have no idea why local authorities from two separate towns showed so much interest in our events at such short notice."
A little suspicious.
So the state of Connecticut, Liam.
Yeah.
Famously, what's headquartered there?
Ooh, I'm sure there's a lot of things, but one thing comes to mind, the World Wrestling Entertainment.
And where's Vince McMahon from?
I believe that it's Connecticut, so.
So it's interesting that two separate police authorities suddenly started showing interest in this TNA wrestling event in Connecticut.
It is very funny to think of the idea of, like, Vince McMahon being like, "Hello, I have an anonymous tip for the police. I think that they have to go to the damn building and find something.
They're breaking fire code."
They're breaking fire code. They're doing illegal activities. I'm Alex Jones. They're doing illegal activities.
Close enough, really. In his blog on jrsbarbecue.com, Jim Ross addressed the TNA house show cancellation in Connecticut. He wrote, "I would virtually guarantee you no upper-level executive at the WWE was even aware of the event, especially the chairman. To assume the WWE had anything to do with this matter is Oliver Stone conspiracy theory stuff. It does make for good gossip, and it got us talking." They definitely did it. They fucking did it.
It's like, even if it, did Vince call him up in my perfect reenactment? No. But, like, did he just say some fucking PA, like, go drop a line, Like, it takes 2 seconds. It takes very minimal effort to fuck with, like, a TNA show at, like, that level,
Yeah, especially the second show. The first show being like, there was miscommunication about the number of people that could be there. We can't actually fit 1,000 people in this 400-seat building. Sorry. Fine. But, like, how would the police have found out about the second show that fast? It had to be somebody from fucking WWE being like, "Hey, that's not right. They don't have permits."
I mean, it's the classic rival wrestling promoter move, right? Call the fire inspectors, get it shut down.
When TNA's website blamed local authorities on shutting the show down, Bloomfield Police Captain Jeffrey Blatter said TNA is attempting to manipulate their fan base into believing the Bloomfield Police Department or other town officials was responsible for cancelling their event Saturday is misleading and disingenuous. They said that TNA failed to notify the city of its plans to hold an event, that's because it was changed the day of the show, nor applied for the proper permits. Allowing an event to go forward in violation of known public safety hazards is a breach of our responsibility to the citizens of Bloomfield and those who visit our community. The Rhode Island Nightclub tragedy is a sobering example of what can happen if this responsibility is not met. I like them citing, like, I don't know that example personally. I assume it's some kind of like overcrowding nightclub incident, but like, this is the worst that could happen.
Like, I don't know, bro. Shit's crazy. Like, I'm sure there's never been a pro wrestling event that has gone awry, you know? Like there's never been a pro wrestling event that's been set up in a day that like has not been shut down. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, it's the idea that like that this was like top priority of the Bloomfield. The top priority of the Bloomfield police was to shut down this wrestling show that was gonna have like 1,000 people there. It's crazy.
The Bloomfield police said they only knew about the show when police from East Hartford called them and said that they saw on the TNA website that the event was being moved to Bloomfield. Why is that? I don't know. Interesting.
It's so fucking stupid.
Blatter did praise TNA, saying their supervisor was impressed with the professionalism and cooperation he received from the wrestlers and the staff, particularly all the wrestlers agreeing to stay and sign autographs after the event was cancelled. He denied Vince McMahon had anything to do with it, saying the supervisors didn't even know who Vince McMahon was. TNA filmed unhappy fans coming to the arenas who chanted "fuck Vince McMahon" loudly, as WWE was made scapegoat for this, whether they had anything to do with it or not.
Okay, sure.
This is one of those stories that gets lost to wrestling history. That's just one of those like weird things. It's like TNA randomly as a house show cancelled in Connecticut. Did WWE tip off the police? That's one of those stories like no one talks about, no one remembers that shit, but it's a fun little story. And I think that they did it. They absolutely did it.
I mean, it's pretty like if you were to write this happening, it is exactly how it happened.
Vince, we've never heard of Vince. Now, Vince's secretary, that name I do recognize, actually. Funny how that works.
They actually called us quite recently.